So Iman Shumpert went on ESPN and decided to tell the truth about the New York Knicks. Listen to what he says about how the new pairing of Jalen Brunson and Karl Anthony Towns will work out in the playoffs.
I don't love that at the end of the game in the playoffs. It's not scary enough. The hardest thing to beat is knowing exactly what's coming, and it's an ISO, and there's nothing you can do but watch. I'm not against Cat or Brunson. I like both of them as players. I don't think that at the end of a game they could go back and forth like that.
Now, everything he just said right there, in my opinion, is 100% facts. If you think about the teams that typically win championships, they always have that one player, maybe two players, that are just completely unguardable. You have to remember that NBA is about matchups and exploiting those matchups. So what he's saying is, when it really comes down to it, when the plays don't work, the other team you're playing against knows exactly what you're going to do, who is going to be able to get the ball and score anyway. Now, you can argue Jalen Brunson has proven that he's able to do this, but the truth is this: if the best player on your team is a small guard or an undersized guard, it's going to be very hard for you to win in the playoffs. The other team is going to go at your best player every single time down the court. Even if it's not an ISO, they're going to put him in every action, force your team to overhelp, and then play through that.
At the end of the game, it scares me because he's a little undersized to be having the ball and having to put that much responsibility on him to score it at that size. You know what I'm saying? That's been the problem in the history of all point guards that are quote unquote undersized. If they're a scoring guard, you got to be able to score that thing at the end.
History is on the side of everything that Iman Shumpert is saying. Other than Steph Curry, I want you to tell me the undersized guards that are out here winning championships or making it to the championship on a consistent basis. As the best player on the team, you can't, because that's extremely hard to do in the NBA. So I'm excited for the Knicks, and I love their starting lineup. They have an incredible starting lineup, but I want to know at the end of the game, is Jalen Brunson still going to be able to score at will or create scoring opportunities for his team at will, while also not being too big of a liability on the other end of the court?